I've been fired from a lot of places. I've been fired from so many places.
I went into the class one day, real bullets, like real bullets.
Kill me.
Hello and welcome to the Work Hates podcast. I'm Bron Lewis. This is Brady Blake. Everyone has a nightmare work story, whether it is a shitty boss, an awful workplace, or an insufferable colleague. And if you have none of those things, chances are you're the problem.
You are the problem.
Yes.
Today we are joined by comedian, journalist, and Maxine strip club enthusiast, Kyle. Oh no. Oh my God! So what we tried to do is we had to message Lucas's.
Wait on.
Here we go.
Let's see if we can get it.
Wisniewski.
Is that right?
Who's saying that?
It's Lucas.
It's Bron's partner.
It sounds so AI.
Wisniewski.
Well, he's fucking Polish. That is, they are AI.
Kyle Wisniewski.
Nevsky. Is that right?
Wisniewski.
Is that right?
Or it must be. More Polish than me.
He's like,
How do you say it?
I say Wisniewski, but it's definitely
Wisniewski.
incorrect.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So even you're pronouncing it wrong.
Well,
I was like,
my uncle says it different because my uncle's sort of like going back in the family tree, so he's trying to bring it back to
Sure.
like. But we Australianised it.
isn't
so.
it great when there's always one family member always gets past 65, 70 and they're like, you know what? We need to do a book on our... My granddad did it. Like, we need to do a book on our family. I was like, dude, guess what? No one fucking cares about our family. We've done nothing good.
You don't
who
wanna-
gives a shit? You know what I mean?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Yeah, but my manager was like, "Is there anything interesting about your life? We could pitch it for this thing. Like, anything about your family tree?" I was like, "We don't want to. We haven't looked into anything like that. So what are your roots? You got anything interesting in your blood?" I was like, "No. I think maybe there's a bit of Scottish, bit of Welsh, bit of English, and I don't reckon anyone did it. I reckon they were all." Like dumb fuck white people.
Yeah.
I reckon let's not dig any deeper. I
They
don't
end
need-
up here properly.
Something's
gone wrong, isn't it?
They were convicts, dude. They weren't known for
So
their great stuff.
are both your parents Polish or just your dad?
No, my grandfather from my dad's side was Polish.
Okay.
Came out here during the Second World War.
Yeah, good time for Poland.
Yeah.
And did
Did you guys
you-
win or something?
They definitely won.
Oh, they won.
Yeah, the Polish people, Poland itself does really well in every war because they're very strong. They just get fucked every time. When you
Really,
go to
do
Poland,
they?
every time.
They're always such a
Invaded.
beautiful people, though. You know what I mean? I love the Poles.
They're very miserable.
Well, yeah. I mean,
What's your side of the family?
Why are you
The Polish
smiling
side
all
of
the time
family?
then?
Well, get that from his mum.
I don't know many of them, to be honest.
You don't
in
know many
terms
of
of like
them?
the Polish side. So when my uncle did like the extended family tree,
Yes.
turns out a lot of them now are in Ukraine. So also winning
yeah.
another
Double
war. So,
losses.
yeah, they're going well. The family's going well. Yeah.
God, man, I reckon your family's fucked, dude. I don't want you in any war.
Born winners.
If we ever go to war with China, let's send the Kowalskis to China. Then Australia might win. You know what I mean?
But I do have a bone to pick with you because earlier on, I didn't
First, you're in the
realise.
Patreon. By the way, that Maxine's reference because he brought up a story about me getting slagged off on Deal or No Deal, and now you have gripe with Bron as well.
Yeah.
It just
I'm
brought
here.
up. I forgot about this.
Okay,
But
great.
I remember early days when
Yes.
you were dominating Queensland comedy, and I was just starting.
You're just starting, yep.
And I said, because you're like the queen of Queensland comedy,
Oh, wow, that's
Queen
nice.
of Queensland.
queen of
That's
Bronland.
huge.
That's what we called it for a bit.
Bronland. Did you?
That's what
Fucking hell.
Fideli called it. Fideli was calling it Bronland. Most Friday, Saturdays. But
I mean, who are you really beating?
Hey, there's
Hey.
plenty of good comedians up
I
there.
know. That
plenty,
is fucking
actually,
funny. I know.
heaps.
I was trying to be funny. I was
Hey,
trying to be funny on a
get
podcast.
back on your boat. Fuck off.
I'll tell my story twice. If you haven't heard it the first time, I'll loudly say it again.
Even if we have heard it the first time. say
Yeah,
it
that's a
again.
riff from the Patreon again. I told the same story twice on a cruise ship. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I don't need to pay
Wasn't a
for it
cruise
now.
ship, was a dinghy. Anyway.
Tell me, what did I do wrong when I was
Well,
in
I
Queensland?
said to you, I'm like, my surname's quite hard to pronounce. Should I change it? MC is always like, how do I say this? Like, should I shorten it? And then you're like, no, like, just keep it as it
Yeah.
is. You should keep your heritage
it's
and stuff.
beautiful.
But I didn't realize like your partner is Polish.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like for you, that's quite like connected. Where I'm sure if I asked someone else, it would have been like, yeah, change it. Like, I can't say that.
No, I don't think you should
Yeah,
change
but then
it.
then
I
you-
think people work it out. Like Ivan Aristogeta, that when I saw his name written down, I was like, I hope I'm never an MC when I bring this cunt on stage. But I just had to get it. I just had to say it
just
like
gotta
2
get
or
it
3
right.
times. And then I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Because also we were laughing about this before because the change of the name because your Instagram handle's like Kyle the Whiz Kid or something like that. What is it?
Just Kyle Whizzer. There's no kid
Kyle
in there.
Whizzer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Whiz Kid is heaps worse than Kyle Whizzer. What are you, pissing on a tree and you're 12? And but then we're laughing like because Akmal's name used to be Peter. And it's like, dude, don't change. If you got a beautiful name, it like changes like as opposed to just being a run of the mill white cunt. You're like, well, at least I got something exciting, you know.
The only one that I reckon someone who probably should have changed it, even though I love him to bits, is David Hughes in Perth.
Yes,
you can't. The poor bastard, pretty unlucky to get into comedy in a country where the most successful comedian for the past 30, 40 years has the exact same name as you. And he goes, no, I'll keep it. People will get it. People understand the difference. So with poor bastard, when he's on lineups, people are like, what? Who's on tonight? David Hughes. Oh, my God. And then David comes out. He's very funny, very good. But there would be people in the audience going, that's not Dave Hughes. What the hell's he done? He's the one person that I think probably no, and I reckon he's the one person that was like maybe you could have changed. You probably had to change it, but I think you've got a difficult last name, and my kids have a difficult last name. Poor bastard.
Lewis.
No, they don't have the same
so
last
hard
name
to
as
say.
me.
Fuck for me, it is. What? Oh yeah, I'm like.
Nah, they've got a really hard last name. It's phonetically, it's Owczarek.
How do you say it?
It's off Charik. So it's the W is a V, and
That's
then
a nightmare, dude.
CZ is a ch. It is like so impossible. So, yeah, like when I met Lucas, I said to him, "Oh, like what's your last name?" He was like, "Oh, it's," and he said it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "It's not."
It's not that easy.
It's not. It's like written down. You wouldn't recognize it. Anyway, when he showed it to me on his license, I was like, "That is not what you said." And then I said, "Well, God, it must mean something nice. Does it mean something nice?" And he said, "It means what's it mean? It means German Shepherd, and that is pretty bad."
Oh, it's pretty bad in Poland, German Shepherd.
Yeah, isn't the dogs fuck you up? You know, during the war.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't think that's very beautiful at all. So
Means burnt hot dogs. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, a couple actually. Can you change it?
Yeah, Polish last names are really hard, and you've got a really hard one. I wanted to get it right, and that's why I nailed that intro so
Thank you
well.
so
Yeah, it was seamless. You nailed it as hard as I did on that boat on the dinghy. Shut the fuck up.
So Kyle, how long have you been doing comedy for?
Longer than, well, I did it in Tassie, so I'm from Tasmania.
Yes.
Did it there, but it's not many gigs, so I did it like maybe 5 or 6 in a couple of years, and then...
Did you
Beautiful
raw?
Tasmania.
No, not in Tassie, no.
Why?
No.
That's the easiest way to.
I don't even know about, to be honest. Like, I was just doing any gig I could
They don't have
find.
internet down there. You don't have a telly.
They've never
Don't
even
SBS.
heard of the internet. They don't got computers down there, mate. I'm not shitting on Tassie. Tassie's my favourite place in Australia. Love it. Always have a great time, besides when they cancel Red Bull Hardline, those fucking dogs, anyway.
Heaps of opportunities for boat gigs out there.
Fucking oath, I could be doing back-to-back boat gigs, same story, no one would know.
On the Derwent, that'd be beautiful.
Can't imagine anything better on the Derwent, you know. Brett having a yarn.
So you started it down there, and how old were you when you started? You must have been very young, because you look very young still.
Yeah, I would have been...
Are you grooming a guest, Bron?
Don't.
God, you look young and handsome, and he's Polish.
I said
and he doesn't have a ridiculous last name that means burnt hot dogs or whatever, you know?
I didn't say that's what his last name. When Kyle arrived today, I said, gosh, here comes his tall glass of water. And he said, yeah, I'd like one, thank you. And I was like, you are too
you were
young
nice.
to
Definitely
know.
from Tasmania, he's dumb as shit. Yeah.
Too young to know that reference. I was like, okay,
Also,
I'll get him a
I've
glass of
never
water.
heard of it. Here comes a
Tall
tall
glass
glass
of
of
water.
water.
What's it
It's
mean?
like refreshing, like lovely. Oh, wow, that's
right.
nice. You've never heard it?
No.
What?
Yeah,
How do you say it?
It sounds creepy. Like, here comes a tall glass of water.
Tall drink of water? You
What?
never heard that?
What?
Anyway.
No,
Okay.
I've been
You
living
look
under a
two
rock. Have you
idiots.
heard of it?
I hadn't. You said you'd heard it out there, though.
No, I heard of drinking a glass of water. I thought he wanted a glass of water. I was still on the
Oh my
glass of
God.
water. I was like, yeah, I've heard of having a glass of water. It's
It's a
hot.
rough start. This has just been this ever since you arrived. It's been rough starts.
Who cares? I mean, we've only got 3 more episodes of this podcast. Let's burn it to the ground. No.
Okay, so you started at comedy in at what age?
So it would have been like 25 or something. Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
25?
youngish. I
How old are
think.
you
I'm
now?
trying to remember.
You
I'm
look
31.
12.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
31.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
time is not your friend. Or it's great. Either either.
We don't know what's going on.
I can't even do references anymore. I'm
Doesn't
still
matter. You're doing
seething
it.
about bombing on this boat.
Okay, so you started in Tasmania, and that was it was good. It was easy.
Yeah, it's very friendly down there, as you
Yeah,
two
they
would know.
are.
Is it very clicky because it's a very small scene?
Oh, it's clicky between the 6 people who are doing it.
Yes.
There's not many there.
Yeah.
No, it's not clicky at all, to be fair. Like, if someone comes down, it's like, I want to do comedy. They're like, oh, great, more.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's actually not clicky at all.
Yeah.
But I moved to Queensland, didn't do it for a few years, got back into it.
Did
So-
you go see comedy whilst you were
Oh, not
while
really, to
you
be
were
honest.
taking time off, or you were like
Not
oh,
really. Like,
yeah.
I was doing journalism, so I just couldn't get there. I was doing a lot of night shifts, so that's why I pretty much had to stop doing it.
Okay, so
News
you
As
did
a
24 hours a
journalist.
day, Bron.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if you know
doesn't
this.
stop.
Doesn't stop,
Never
mate.
stops,
I've seen
never stops.
Nightcrawler. Yeah,
Okay,
I've seen
alright.
it. Great film.
Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, Superman.
Superman.
Spider-Man.
Clark Kent. What the fuck ever? I don't give a shit.
He's a beautiful tall glass of water.
Drink your water.
Drink
and get
your
on
water
with it.
and fuck
now
off.
listen, you were doing journalism and you were in Queensland, and is this in Southport?
Yeah, so
Was that your first ever
So you're
job?
just reporting on coward
in
punches?
journalism. Oh, no. Yeah, pretty much.
It must have been
NRL
heaps.
player. Man, dude, you'd have the easiest job. Reporter in Queensland. You're like, what are the NRL boys up to this weekend? Oh,
Yeah.
you pissed in your mouth and you rooted a dog. Okay, that's in the news.
I remember one time it came out, I won't say the player who it came out about, but they did like coke in the bathroom at a Surfers Paradise nightclub.
Which is every point
Yeah,
ever.
totally.
Yeah.
Could have been any of them.
They were like, we normally turn a blind eye because I got to know all the nightclub owners because you do like nice stories for them and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were pretty good about sharing like what's going on. So he went for comment, like, to be honest, like if he just went to the cubicle, it would have been fine. But the idiot, he shut like the door to the bathroom, like he was leaning against the door so no one could get in.
Oh my god.
So everyone's like knocking on the door, like
I'm
trying to get in.
busting.
So yeah, then the bouncers came, like, what are you doing, mate? Like,
Oh my god! Just took the whole.
yeah, just took the whole bathroom.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I had
So
that with
dumb.
a similar circumstance, except I don't play NRL. But we used to block the toilet door, and the bouncer kicked the door down, and he goes, "I don't give a fuck what you're doing in here. Just don't fucking lock the door." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So
Why
I'm
would
fine
you-
doing this. And he's
Why are
like,
you locking
"Yeah."
the door?
Why-
well, not the
why did you
cubicle,
do
the
that?
actual
Why?
door.
The actual, because it was in the disabled toilets. So but they're like, "Don't lock the door." Because
In the
I think
disabled
maybe
toilets?
I think it was maybe a urinal in there as well. He's like, "You're cutting off access to the bathroom," and I'm like, "But the other thing I'm doing, that's fine." He's like, "I don't give a fuck."
He doesn't care.
I don't think it was a disabled toilets. It was a urinal. I think you were just in the toilets.
Look, honestly, it was a 12-hour session, so I could have been on the street. I wouldn't have known. Yeah, but I remember him
In the
kicking
bouncer's house?
kicking the
Don't
door down.
lock
I'm
the
like,
door.
dude, calm down. I'm just doing illegal drugs in here. Just joking. I've never done drugs.
It would have been so loud, someone kicking a door in. I just wish I saw your face when someone kicked the door in and you're, holy shit. Your
Have
little
you seen
mullet
me on
would have
Deal or No
frazzled,
Deal?
frazzled.
I've got a yarn for you.
Oh, God.
Fuck. Yeah, it was at the grimmest club ever as well.
And so you were a journalist in Queensland. I think that was quite a state to do journalism. So what kind of, was it crime?
So starting at Hobart as a sports journalist, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like, nice, easy, write about sport. Then I couldn't get full-time work there because they just don't retire. So I was doing casual. But I was doing like quite a few hours and getting
Yeah.
like quite a lot of work. It was just all casual.
Okay.
Job popped up on the Gold Coast, but it was just like general news. I was like, eventually I'll try and move into sport. And I sort of agreed after a year or two, we'll try and move you into sport. We just don't
Great.
have like the positions yet,
Yep.
which never happened. Like I just was stuck on general news, doing crime in the end. So yeah, like Southport, going to the courts, reporting on the bike.
That's got to be the busiest court in the whole fucking
It's just
world.
the most stressful one as well. If you're reporting on bikies, you're like, I actually don't have a problem with you guys and what you're doing.
I think it's great what
I
you're
think
doing.
it's nice.
It's good because I reckon every single gross thing I've read about in Queensland, awful crime, it's Southport. It's always happening in Southport. Like blokes, bikies chasing down someone, trapping him in a car and beating him to death with a metal rod. You're like, yeah, I don't know if that's very good. So is that the kind of stuff you're reporting on?
A little. So we had the main crime reporter who was sort
Yes.
of across all that stuff.
Okay.
And I was just doing, to be honest, like when I was there, it's probably still the same. I don't really read the papers anymore.
You can't read.
Yeah, exactly. Which made it tough to be.
Yeah, it would have been so hard. That's great. Glad you pushed through.
But they had a big thing about listicles where it would be like top 10, top 50. So I was doing like...
What, crimes?
Yeah, so it was just like
Top
across
5
the
knife
board.
fights I saw this weekend.
Like,
Coming in at number 1.
Doing everything. It would be like top, like say it's like top 5 footy players on the Gold Coast. So start from like that.
That's not
To
crime.
like, no, but just like go across the board. Like everyone had to do them. So like you'd be doing it, but every journal's like, you have to do this listicle this week.
Is that clickbait? Is that the
It's
same
just
kind of thing?
clickbait. So it'll be like for top 5, like, worst crimes of this year, or like top 5 times like bikies turn bad, or like top 5 times bikies turn good, and they
so
turn the boxes or
weird.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So that's pretty much my job.
Bikies turn bad. Bikies turn good. Bikies turn fine. It was so-
Everything's okay. Top 5 times everything's okay.
Top 5 bikies.
Yeah.
Like fastest bikie. Oh,
Best
it's so-
haircut for bikies. Top 5. Number 1,
In my
bald.
opinion.
Number 2, mullet. Number 3, there's no other 3. Thank you.
But I remember this case very clearly on the Gold Coast of this guy who was driving his boat, and he got so maggot because he was drinking those hard solos, but he didn't know. He thought that they were just normal solos, but he was
you would know after about 4 sips. That is not
such a
true.
lie.
That is
So he
not.
was-
That's like oh man, I didn't even know.
He drank so many of them that he like crashed his boat into like 5 other boats, wrote all of them off, did like millions of dollars worth of damage.
Yeah.
Police came. They were like, he could hardly stand up. And they're like, you're
Just had a go
so
of
drunk.
lemonade.
He's like, I just was on
It's
solos.
for sugar.
Yeah. God, I knew about the
sugar
sugar
rush.
rush. Sugar rush. Sugar rush is making me slurry.
So he was going to the Southport court, and his defense attorney was saying the cans look too similar. He did not know. I was like, there's just, I don't know. Were you doing that case?
I think it was
Would you?
after my time, because hard soul
that's
is
a
pretty
shame.
recent, isn't it? I reckon it
Yeah,
was after
but
my
they
time.
did get in
Okay.
trouble for having at the start.
Yeah.
It was too similar marketing or whatever, because it's was it kind of the same colours or whatever, and the only difference was booze. But if you're an adult, you know what I mean.
They,
You know,
they do
Why
taste
are you
the
drinking
same.
like 6 solos? Like,
yeah, no, that's the real question. That is actually the real question. Because when you see that, like, drinking 10 cans, you're like, it's too much soft drink. Be like, why are you banging? If you thought that was the real crime, is why do you think it's okay to drink 6 soft drinks?
That's a
You need to go to
crazy
jail
man
just
right
for
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, what an idiot. Anyway, he has diabetes, poor fella.
His leg fell off.
Yeah, exactly.
He used his crab bait in the ocean.
Oh, so what was can you tell us some of the more crazy cases that you had to cover?
Yeah, I was there during COVID.
Yeah.
So I was there 2020 when like the border went up. So you guys would know,
yes.
like between Coolangatta and Tweed, they put the border up. So like
Mm-hmm.
those who don't know, it's like very close. It's pretty crazy they put the border there. It's putting it like Coburg and Brunswick, just like putting a border across
I
2
support
towns.
I support that border, by the way. Yeah,
It sort of is a
Side of
border
you
there.
I'm on Brunswick, obviously.
Good. Stay over there. We don't want any low breeds on this side.
I can see Coburg from my house. I never look at it though. You could probably see Coburg if you looked. Oh, yuck.
It's just flames going up.
Co-turd.
I've set another couch on fire with my dirt bike. That's what that flame is. Oh, God. Were you there that night? No, that was
No,
another
no.
drunk night here. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
But you should tell the story again.
I love telling a story twice.
Deal or no deal?
Yeah, I was. Big deal. Yeah, go on, Daniel.
So, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
What are we talking
Okay.
about?
COVID.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
having fun,
COVID,
guys. Yeah.
The border. So that was the main thing, was like the border, and then people trying to come across. A lot of like rich people from Sydney bringing their like boats around, trying to get around and move to Queensland. So
Yeah.
landing on the Gold Coast. A lot of that stuff.
Right.
Um,
Getting in via the
yeah,
the
and then getting
water.
caught. Like we,
They're
'cause-
rich, Bron. They have the ocean.
Oh my
Can't stop them.
God.
They're out there with their. Do you reckon they're from Sydney? They got a yacht. They're coming into Brisbane. You're like,
Oh
no
my
one's got a
God.
yacht in Brisbane.
This is so obvious. We're like, we can see you. It's really big. Your boat's really big. We can see
It says,
you.
I love Sydney on the side. I can see it all.
So yeah, that was the main crimes that were happening. Well, they had, like, the police would tell us though, like we weren't really investigating. They were sort of doing their own PR.
yeah.
So be like, hey, we got this footage of like us catching someone trying to cross the border, or like someone trying to
Right.
get in on boat, and then we're like, okay, we'll just type it up and use your video. So it wasn't that tough. Like he's relying on the
So not only are cops pigs, they're also snitches.
Oh, well, they're like, look at us succeed. Look how good we are. Look how good I look in this video.
Yeah, good PR.
So did you have to do any research at all when you're a journalist?
Not much, no. It's all
Sounds like you
given to
did fuck all and you had a great job and you're very ungrateful, to be honest.
And then what was the last straw? What made you go, I can't do this anymore?
So I moved
Top
to
10 things that upset you. Number one, journalism.
top 10 bombs in Southport.
Brett's all 10 of them.
Fuck.
There's actually a boat came in. There was a comic on it. It's too much.
Mine wasn't even during COVID. They weren't trying to stop me. They're like, we got to get him off that mic. Here's some footage of that. Yeah.
I went to the UK for 5 months, so I knew that was coming up.
I saw you there.
Yeah, that's when you were in Edinburgh. Yeah.
That's when I was in Edinburgh. Went over there and did a comedy competition. Didn't do very well. Thank you very much for asking.
Was it a boat?
It was your own boat, so it was just a pretty good bump.
Okay. Have you tried doing the same story twice? That actually works out well for me when I do it. And that's a rookie mistake. People love the joke twice.
I can't believe you tell the same story twice.
No, I told the story once to one person because it was such a small boat. All the other 15 people could hear it. And I was like, well, this story will kill because that just killed that one person. But little I know they all heard it and I said it again.
God. It's so funny.
Best part, I know we shouldn't discuss this because it's behind a paywall.
Who cares?
But it's just so funny when the person yelled out, "We've heard this."
But also me going like, just grabbing the speaker and running off on the jetty. I'm like, I've legally fulfilled my requirements.
That was my only job too. I just had to bring this speaker onto the boat and off, and you just want to get off so bad. Like, I'll take it, come on.
I'm steering the boat in. I'm clearing glasses. I'm grabbing speakers. Oh God!
Don't do that gig again, Brett.
I'm gonna. I will.
I know you will.
Man, they actually messaged me a couple of days ago, like, "Do you want to come back?" I was like, "Hell yeah, get me on that boat, baby! As long as the rate's the same, I'll be there."
Oh God, they're such good people. You would, I would.
Whatever Mick and Nikki asked me to do, I will absolutely do for them. I love them both. So they're great bookers up in the sunshine.
The gigs are good, except for
great.
that one. I'm sure that
one's
is
a
good.
little bit
Somewhere.
quirky, and it's just a quirky gig. It's a difficult one to. I've navigated it before and got away with it, and one time I haven't. So
50% strike rate. That's not bad.
Not bad. I'm
It's
going
not
back.
bad.
I'm getting my 75% back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So why did you leave? What was the last straw?
So I knew I was going to leave. I was just waiting to get to this period so then I could be a chicken. And when I was overseas, I'm like, I'm not coming back. So
You waited till you were across international waters and you
in
handed
Edinburgh.
in your resignation? Dude, that's a pussy, man.
I had like a
why
month.
were you scared of them? Were they bikies running it? What were you scared of?
Just talking to people. Yeah.
Top 10 weakest cunts at our office, Kyle.
That was my last story.
Top 10
how I told
best
them.
ways to quit. Going to UK and your name's Kyle. And they're like, I already told you guys, it was in the story 2 weeks ago. You didn't listen. That rips, dude.
And so you went over to the UK. What were you doing there? What were you doing there?
I was playing very low level cricket.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was playing for a club called Cove, which was in Aldershot.
Okay.
In
I didn't
Surrey.
know you were really good at cricket.
I'm not that. I was.
Well, he's in Cove and fucking
I'm
Leicestershire.
like
You can't be
third
that
division.
good.
Yeah,
But yeah.
so how did they poached you from Australia? They said,
They
well,
used to apply. I knew someone who played for them, so they
Okay.
just said, "Do you know anyone?" and then tee it up. But a lot of people do it for some reason. There's so many clubs in England that they
Yeah.
like having people come from overseas.
they pay you.
And they pay you, yeah. Not like amazing, or if you're good, they do. But I wasn't
Yeah.
on like amazing amounts. But
But you were enough to live in England.
did
they pay
yeah,
for
I
you
had
to come
savings.
over?
I had savings, and my
Right.
first month. I'm not sure what I should say. Is my first month I had leave from work, and then
Oh, so you're still getting paid.
I was still getting paid my first month.
Oh god, the bag of green. Still
And
getting
then,
paid.
and then the date arrived, but I should stop getting paid. I just kept coming in. I did tell him. I was like, "Hey,
That's awesome.
I'm still getting paid." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, cool. We'll look into it." Another week rolls by. Another
That is the
paycheck came in. Lasted about 3 months of my 5 months over
And did
there.
they ask for it back?
No.
Too far. It's too late now. It's
Yeah.
past their little tax.
Yeah, whoever stuffed up was like, please don't.
Yeah, I
know
think
this.
that was that. They're like, "Oh, we don't want anyone to
That's
realise we stuffed up."
great.
So I
Dude,
was
there's
getting
nothing-
money rolling in.
There is nothing
Beautiful.
better than an admin error and you get paid.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
paid twice on an invoice and they were cunts. So normally I'd like go, "Hey guys, by the way," they took like 6 months to pay us.
Yeah,
And then they go,
so annoying.
and I was like, "Dude, what's going on?" And because it was a film company, they're like, "Oh, we're going to fractionally pay you." And I was like, "What?" So they're doing installments. I was like, "I'm not Centrelink, dude. You
Yeah.
can't fucking chip away at this. It's either you pay it or you." And I was like, "Well, whatever. It's not that much money." And then they finished paying it. And then the week after, they repaid the whole thing again. I was like, Well,
Beautiful.
Daddy's getting maggot.
Yeah,
Daddy's going to Maxine's.
I love when they cancel a gig and still have to pay you. I love that. That's paradise.
Oh no, I had one. We both had one 2 years ago.
Was that the
car one
the
for the
car
festival?
One?
Yeah,
this gig at Melbourne Comedy Festival
because of rain or something.
and it was
an electric car.
It was a the sponsor that year was Mitsubishi.
Yeah,
and comedians had to go and do, I think, 5 minutes of stand-up comedy.
yeah. All the gear was plugged into the electric car. The whole idea is like you can use it even outdoor rec.
Yeah, it's
like
a good
great
idea.
idea. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
But it was outside, and the people, and whether there were people there listening or not was a different story. And I had spoken to some comedians who had done it, and they were like, "It was so bad. It was so bad. It's the longest 5 minutes of your life." I was like, "Oh, I don't really want to do it," but it was like $1,200 or $1,500.
Great
so
money.
I was like, for 5 minutes, I was like, "I'm definitely doing it." And then it was like an hour before the gig, and I got an email from the lady saying, "I'm so sorry, Bron. It's raining, so we'll still pay you, but you don't have to do it." And I was so happy. Later that night I saw her, and she was like, and she goes, sorry. And I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't want to do it. It was awesome. And as I was saying, her face kind of dropped. She was kind of like, oh, I thought you were looking forward to this opportunity. And I went, I was a little bit upset actually.
I love comedy.
I love comedy outside.
But those gigs are good. Like they're always a little bit odd ones. They're always trying to do quirky different things and giving out to free punters. And sometimes, but the idea of doing nothing and getting paid.
Beautiful.
Is there anything better?
No. Well, Kyle knows. He did fuck all. He was standing in the middle of a field in England getting paid.
Getting paid
by
to
bikies.
you're on double
money.
bubble. You're getting paid from them and you're getting paid to play cricket, which I'd need to get paid a lot of money. It's the most boring sport in the world.
Which was all cash. So I probably shouldn't say this as well. It was all cash. Like I wasn't technically.
For the cricket?
Yeah.
The Queen of England.
what are you talking about?
I think the Queen's got enough problems on her hands at the
I'm
moment.
telling Cove, where the fuck is, who gives a shit? It's
course.
fine. Did you, so what's the worst job you've ever had?
So when I came back for 3 months, it wasn't that bad a job, to be honest. I was working in marketing, so I was going out of journalism. So I don't really have any skills. So I was pretending I was really good at writing, which I'm not.
I'm sure you are.
I'm good at storytelling. I'm not very good at writing. So
I'm sure you'd be good at writing. If you did, I'm sure you'd be fine
The
at it.
same thing.
Yeah.
Writing and storytelling.
Yeah. Oh no. The writing's just like, oh hey.
Writing you only do it once. Storytelling you do it twice.
Oh, now I get it. So I'm very good at storytelling.
You're very good, mate.
Yeah, you're across it all. Get it down once, you get a little bit better the second time to the same audience.
I was workshopping the story in front of them. I gave them more pizzazz in the second one. I had a bit more flair.
Oh my god! Do a run up. Yeah, a dry run.
Back to our guest, please. Stop bullying me.
So when I came back, I was just looking for work. So I was applying when I was in England. Got this marketing job, and I came back, and I was only like there for 3 months. That was the contract, and they're going to see if they'll renew me or not.
Okay.
About a week in, I think they realised like we don't really need him. So they just go on like Five or whatever it is now and just ask international people, can you write this for us and whatnot? So I realised it's probably just cheaper to do that.
Sure.
So like for 3 months, I just had busy work to get me through. So it's just so boring.
Oh.
Do you
have to go into the office?
Yeah. And pretend like I can. I knew like at the end of 3 months, they were going to let go of me. But
3 months is a long time to be bored.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And then when they let go of you, were you like, thank fuck?
I was, but annoyingly, because I knew they were going to, it was around Christmas. So I got back like October, November, December. So I knew I was going to be let off around Christmas. And my friend in Tasmania was having a wedding like just before Christmas. So I said, can I go down early and take my Christmas leave early and whatever, like come back early, like pretending like I knew they weren't going to sack me. Like, no, you can't do that. Oh, it's my mate's wedding though. Like, sure, I can go down. Like, no, you can't do that. Then the next week they let go of me.
Oh.
And just paid out the rest of my...
That's mean.
Yeah, I was like, why'd you not just tell me then that I was sacked? And I could have just been like, just pay me out then.
Oh, that's so
So I did end up
mean.
going, but like, I had to get
fine.
a last minute flight. And
But also your two gripes
Pay a
are
bit
like,
more.
I got double bubble, someone paid me out, and I got to go to my mate's wedding.
I
The
know,
end.
well,
Oh
it's
my
tough,
god,
isn't
how
it?
did you guys do
It's tough being a straight white man.
Yeah, man, I was on the ferry and like 19 chicks sucked me off and I had the best time ever. It was crazy. You're like, oh, man, I'm really struggling to relate to this story. But have you had any shit jobs though? Like, what is
I
your
did a
shit?
lot of like, so when
I want low breed jobs.
when
you know,
I
like
was young, I did like the
flipping old ladies'
catalogs.
toenails.
and it's like rolling up catalogs and walking around and like dropping in the mailbox unless it
That
says
would be so
no
much
junk
fun.
mail.
I would throw so much.
Yeah.
They never trusted me with, obviously, but my cousins used to have a paper round. And you're like, yeah, just straight in the fucking creek. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, keep the cash.
But then how do people know about the deals in Kmart if you chuck them in the creek?
They'll work it out.
Swamp people are getting all the deals.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, we got it wasn't in my job. A friend of mine got the job, the paper run, and she said, do you want to come with me? And we were just dumb enough to be like, someone is getting paid. This is awesome. She's going to buy us hot chips at one day. So we were doing this run with her. And then after a while, we're like, what would happen if, she said, we just have to keep doing it until they're all gone. And I'm like, what happened if we just put it down the drain? Like just the stormwater drain. She was like, oh, I don't know. So we were like jamming so many things down this stormwater
Caused
drain.
a flood. 3 people died. Top 10 deaths.
And but the lady came out. She was like, "Oh, kids, what are you doing?" And then we just like sprinted, left them all on the road. She still got paid.
Yeah.
That's great.
0
lessons
Every
learned.
person who that works at the newspaper thing would be like, these kids are putting it in the drain, but
Just in case.
No one else.
learned.
I was going to every house, putting it in the box.
You were?
Yeah, I did it properly.
You fucking dork. What a dumb
Yeah.
cunt. Dude, I would have been jamming them in the fucking bin. Fuck that. Keeping all the
Yeah.
coupons.
They went under, actually.
They what?
The business went under.
Oh,
That's
you-
how I lost that job.
Well, see, you try and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't. You know what? I think
help 'em at all.
guys, you've heard it here. Guys, trying, it doesn't matter.
Have you gone back to Tasmania to do comedy since you've left it?
A couple times,
Yeah.
yeah. I did the show I'm about to do. I went down there and did that
Okay.
a few months
Oh,
ago.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your new show called?
It's called Talking Out of School.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's
What's it
about school.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then why is it about school?
Because I went to school once, so I thought it's relatable.
Do
Everyone's been
what
to
you
school.
know.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is good. Okay, all right.
You went to school once. I
Yeah.
think everyone has that experience.
Not you, Brett.
That
And
is,
so-
I went back to school
It was a different
recently as well.
experience.
So go fuck yourself, everyone. Okay, thank you.
So you're back talking out of school, and so you went back to Tassie, and you did. Which part of Tassie are you from?
I'm from south of Hobart, so a place called Kingston, Kingborough area.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Um,
and then
it's not much down there.
Is
so
that
when
close
you
to
wanted to
Medina?
do a gig, you go into Hobart. Obviously, there's no comedy where you were.
There's only like 3 gigs. I guess
In
they're in
Hobart.
Hobart. There's one in Kingston now called the Salty Dog, which is okay. That's where I did my show down there. But it's only pretty new. It's like maybe a year old. I do
Yeah.
it monthly.
Brett and I went and did the Clubhouse different
Yeah.
times. That was
On
great.
the wharf. Yeah, yeah.
That was
Did we
awesome.
do that together, did we?
No.
Oh.
I went, and then you went like a week or two
Yeah, I only
after.
came back from Tassie a couple of weeks
Was
ago.
it like pretty recent you did that?
Yeah, it was like
we
2
were
weeks
there
ago.
together.
No, I thought you meant at some stage. I was like, I'm having a seizure over here. I'm like, do we do this together? I was like, I don't remember seeing you on stage. Were you there? I thought maybe the year before. I was like, no, I think
Nah,
I did it.
I just
Yeah.
did it, and I did it at the big brewery there.
Yeah,
but
and they
then they
moved
were
'cause
knocking it down because they're building a stadium.
Doing the stadium, which is
So you-
very contentious in Tasmania at the
Yes,
moment.
yep.
You'd have some
I-
journalistic hot takes on that.
But Tasmania, it's the first time I'd ever gigged there. It was so lovely. But there was a bloke who was like, he was so funny. Let me try and remember his name. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
No pressure, Bron.
Mick.
We're all
His name was
looking.
Mick something.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was really funny. He's a primary school teacher. Do you know him?
Oh, Mick Davies.
Maybe something like that. Anyway,
He's the bread ambassador, I think. Is he quite tall?
no, he's quite short.
I've got the wrong guy then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
know
No,
Mick
it's
Davies.
like-
He's a very good actor as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
great
he's
guy.
good. Yeah.
No, he's a primary school teacher and a dad, and he got up and he just did like some local. He was so funny, but some of his local stuff, just about like the roadworks in Hobart, absolutely blew the roof off the place. People were like holding on to each other. They're like, the roadworks, they are around, and I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. I think all Tasmanians want is for people to acknowledge they exist. And I think like that's all.
Oh,
That's
I
us
did not
please.
stand with Bron on that comment. I love everyone in Tasmania.
I do too,
Yeah.
but I do
No.
as well. But I had, I get a lot of angry messages from Tasmanian women going, "Oh, well, thanks very much, not coming. Yeah, well, okay, you missed us out, left us off the list once again." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry,
but
guys,
you
I'm
went
coming."
though.
No, I went to that one, yeah, and then I'm going back and I'll do Hobart, but then now I've got the fucking ladies from Launceston. Very nice.
They could bloody get on the fucking
How far away?
It's like an
that's
hour and a
not
half.
too- Oh, okay.
hour and a half. It's not
Yes,
that bad at all.
Drive
that's
properly.
fine. It's
Also, if
fine.
you do get a chance to go, just drive up to Lonnie because it's so fucking nice. I fucking
Yeah,
love
I
Launceston
think I've
so
been
much.
there. I'm sure. No, I have been there, and Davenport as well. Been there, very nice. But I haven't done comedy there. I don't think Devonport is a little bit sad.
But it's just a dock. You know, that's where you
It
get
is.
off and then you leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Bernie's around the corner, Josh Earl's hometown.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful. But man, I recently got back from riding a motorbike all around there. So I was like, rode for 6 days around Tassie. You fucking can't go wrong. It's fucking so beautiful. Every corner, stopping at random pubs everywhere. I'm just like, is this where you guys live? They're like, yeah. Why? And I'm like, it's fucking beautiful. They're like, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm like, I would be here in a heart. And every other town had a mountain bike park that was the most insane shit I've ever seen. I'm like, I want to live here.
Yeah, you should retire there, I think.
I'm going to.
Okay, well, stop being so angry
Settled
about
then.
it.
I'm not. You guys are welcome.
Settled then. Yeah, right about that.
Yeah, right about that. You fucking nerd. I won't read it because I can't.
Same.
Do you miss journalism?
No, not at
No.
all. So when I came down here late last year, and I work at the project.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
middle of last year, yeah.
So you're the
And-
reason why it stopped?
Yeah, pretty much.
It does feel like every job you've started, it's
I know.
closed down.
I'm cursed.
Yeah, dude. Man, this podcast is ending soon as well. This is your fault. Fucking hell, you got the Midas touch over here. Fucking hell.
So
Jump
what-
on while the ship's going down, he reckons.
Oh, that's right. I remember we were working there at the same time?
I think I just missed you.
Okay,
Yeah.
you were working in the.
I was doing fact checking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there was some. There was
Believe it or
one-
not, they check the facts.
Really?
Yeah.
Because when they get it wrong, oh, it's so bad. Do you remember? This was so bad on the project. This was years ago. Poor Nath Valvo was on, and they did there's these things called funnies. So there was just like a video, and they'd show this funny video, and they would get a laugh, and then the comedian who was on would have a line that they had already prepared, that they had either made up themselves, like a joke that they had made up themselves, or picked from a list. Because when I worked there, I was one of the joke writers, and you just had to write a billion jokes about different things, and then the comedian would then choose which one they wanted. Be like, okay, that one's fine, that one fits. Anyway, poor Nath Valvo was on, and he'd picked a joke, and the video was the Prime Minister, who was Scott Morrison at the time. He went into, it was like Anzac Day. He walked into this like RSL where everyone was having their breakfast, and he was saying hello to everyone, and people were kind of like saying hello back to him, and he was sat down next to this woman who kind of glanced in his direction and then just turned completely away to him, and he waved at her, but she just ignored him. And then he had to sit down, and everyone laughed about it because they're like, wow, he just got snubbed by this woman. This woman had no idea. It looked like the woman had no idea who he was, and everyone's like laughing because like she either really hated him or she just didn't recognize him. Ha 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 ha. And everyone laughed, and then the backlash was someone wrote in was like, that woman was there because her son had died in combat only like days earlier, and she was blind, so she couldn't have seen him. And so everyone was like, oh, so Nath Valvo was just getting death threats and death
Because
threats.
he made a
and
smart
threats.
comment about
Because he joked about it, because you couldn't tell that she was blind, and for whoever found the funny was like, oh yeah, that's funny, right? And it's so quick, but it needed a fact checker to be like, yeah, but what's her vision like? And why is she there? Which
What about the guide dog? Was that on a giveaway? For sticking the guide dog?
that's why you
What's
were
her
doing
vision
your
like? She's
job.
wearing welding goggles, dude. She's blind as a bat.
It was so grim. And then I think Nath was like, I'm never coming back on. That was the most awful experience. You guys completely sent me down the river and found Brett on a boat.
So I was on Deal or No Deal. I've heard it, Brad. I've heard it. No, it's got more fruit this time.
But that job's got to be boring. Fact checker.
It is. It was pretty intense. Like, people would go out and write their story. So you sort of wouldn't do anything for a few hours, and then come back and everyone like gives their stories to you and all the graphics and stuff on the screen. You just got to make sure it's all like spelt correctly. It's got the people's correct like titles and whatnot, like the Prime Minister and things like that.
I'd kill myself doing this job.
And then like going through this,
Die.
Well, my whole theory was like, I got this job luckily because I was in journalism. I was going to try and go across to the funnies or something eventually.
Yes.
And then the whole thing just got the arse. So
Yeah.
Kyle
Never
picks
eventuated.
one joke and they go, you know what? Let's just stop this whole show. It's bad.
It was, and also it was funny to me because when I I worked in the comedy room, and it was so awful. It was so boring. I don't give a fuck who hears that. It was so boring, and like so rarely funny, and you wouldn't collaborate. You just like come up. It'd be like, can you make jokes about how Baker's Delight are doing a baker's dozen, but it's 14 and not 13? Like doesn't even make sense. You're like, yeah, that's hilarious. We'll definitely write jokes about that. And so you have to write jokes about that, or hey, write jokes about, and then some politician, you're like, who is it? I don't know who. I don't have my finger on the pulse of this stuff. So you're looking up, and you're like, oh, okay. And you're writing jokes that you do not believe in, that you know can't go to air because the comedian has to choose the safest joke. Apart from Nate Valvo, choose the safest joke.
In his mind, he's like, she's just a lovely lady who likes turning her head. And then they're like, she's blind. She's blind. You and her son died. And you're like, how the fuck did I know?
She's holding a picture of her son.
Yeah, R.I.P. There was a casket behind her. It was the son's funeral that he was at. Yeah. How would I know? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Dead bodies there.
But there were people who were like really trying to get in there. Like, we're trying to move from their department into the funnies. I was like, why? It's not good in here. This is where we are like, it's probably maybe the most depressing place. Everyone's reporting on murders, and I'd prefer to be doing that. Like, I would be preferred to be there than going, hey, what's a synonym for cranky? And then like, oh.
I've never been asked to be in a jokes writers room. Offensive, but every time I'm pretty good. I tell it twice.
That's a Russian lady.
That's a Russian lady. Thank you. But they're like going like, they sound awful. I'm like, let's boring. Collaborate. Because I can't write something funny about something I don't find funny. Like, if I find it funny, then I can make it funny. You know what I mean?
That's probably why I've never been asked to go.
Yeah. Because your whole job is the dog shittest thing to try and make fun. I'm like, I got no interest. I got to go. Bye. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. Yeah. I just can't do it. I can't concentrate on like, Larry the dog, more like Larry the log. And you're like, who gives? That's a bad example. But guys, get me in there. I will workshop that.
That would kill on Spicks and Specs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, deal or no deal.
Yeah.
Fuck. This, I think that I did it because it was good. It was fine. It was a means to an end at that point. But when I remember saying to Luke the last few months there, I was like, if I have to go in one more time, I think I'll kill myself. I think they'll find me in the toilets. And he's like, just stop going. You don't need to do it anymore. And I was like, and every time I'd go in, I was like, maybe today's going to be different. Maybe today's going to be fun. And it wasn't, and I'd go, I can't handle this. And so when it like the project was cancelled, sad that people lost their jobs, but I was like, good.
So you know, because you're too much of a coward to say that you want to stop doing a job.
I just was like, it's, you know, when you're struggling to make money as a comedian at the start, and you're like doing all these odd jobs, because comedy, like the money is like, it's so inconsistent. Some weeks are great, some weeks there's nothing. So I was like, this one was consistent. It was twice a week.
It's nice to have an ongoing
$400 a day
paycheck.
or $350. I can't even remember what it was. And then you just, so it was, you know, whatever. But there was some really lovely people that worked there. But thank God it's dead.
Thank God.
Yeah, poor Kyle didn't even get a chance to have a job. You know what I mean?
You don't know, your dreams weren't worth dreaming about. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you, Bron.
What a fucking reality check.
I'll never dream again.
God, this is a depressing episode. I might kill myself.
I might move back to Tassie. I don't know why I'm here. I think
I'm going to take up cricket in the UK.
So as a 31-year-old man, you're doing a show about school and you weren't a teacher and you just remember what it was like to be a student.
Mm-hmm. It's going to work well, isn't it?
No, it could be. Because you do look young.
Yeah.
You do look really young. So why did you choose school? Because it's something that...
Well, my mum was a teacher.
Okay.
So
all right. Yeah,
a little bit about that.
Some insight.
She was the grumpy teacher at school. I'm not sure if you fit into a category when you were a teacher.
I reckon Bron would have been a bit grumpy.
No, I wasn't grumpy. I was very firm. But I was not grumpy or strict.
Because I've met two of your students out in the real world.
And what did they say?
They were all nice things.
Exactly. I was really
I
met one yesterday.
See, and you got snappy then when she saw something coming. And what did they say? I'm sorry, Bron.
I saw one yesterday. He was like, "Oh, Bron." I said, "I can't remember you." He was lovely and nice. I think I was nice.
Did you tell them to stop chasing their dreams?
Yes, I did.
It's not worth it. Thank God. Thank God I crippled the project so you don't have an opportunity for it because I was mildly inconvenienced getting paid 2 days a week. What a burden.
I know. I have not. Yeah, I'm sorry for saying that.
But yeah, one of the guys who works at the cafe I go to, he was like,
James.
James loves you. And he was definitely a stoner kid.
Oh, he could barely open his eyes.
Oh, he would have
Every
been
class.
ripping mad bongs, that one. And the other one was a guy, I didn't get his
Was he
fucking
really tall and thin?
really tall guy, and he was
Yeah.
at the motorbike shop. He's like, oh, I know you. And I was like, oh, fuck, I've cut this cunt off in traffic or something. Here we go. Here comes another black eye for old Brady. And then he's like, no, I listened to your podcast, and Bron was my old teacher. And I was like,
that's
oh, that's
nice.
nice. And then that cunt on our fridge
yes.
from fucking that real estate agent
estate.
who I want to punch in the face.
Yeah.
He's one of your students
I'm
as well.
amazed you have that on the fridge. I was amazed you
Oh,
have a
well,
real
who
estate.
do you think put that on the fridge? Me or my roommate?
Well, why would he put it on the fridge? Was he like real estate agent?
Great
Yeah.
question. Great question. Why
Yeah, I used to
do
teach
we
that
have
guy.
4 calendars on our fridge? Just because it comes in the mail and it's got a magnet? Josh, I know you edit this. Doesn't mean it needs to be on the fridge.
Usually people
4
have...
calendars. Do we need 4 calendars?
Yeah, no. Usually people have photos of their loved ones.
I got 2 photos of my cat. 3 photos of myself, psycho. Thank God you're here. Wasn't on the show, but Josh got a magnet. I got a Ford XY GT. Nice. And then there's a photo of Josh and his friends
And my
at Christmas.
ex-student.
And your ex-student.
Yeah, I used to teach
Wild
him.
mix.
Do you remember the only thing I remember about him? He was a real naughty.
Parasite?
He was pretty naughty. It was all the naughty boys. He guessed my phone password when it was just on the desk. He was just guessing it, and he guessed it. He was like, "Oh, boys, I got it.
6969.
It was just 4 zeros, so it was that was on me.
Yeah, mine's all 5s. 5.
Oh, great! That's good to know.
Yeah, but what are you going to stick
It's
with?
his,
the phone.
it's his bank password as well. So there
Yeah.
we go. All of them. All right. So you've got a show coming up, and are you looking forward to doing it for the comedy festival?
Yeah, I'm doing it at Adelaide Fringe. So
Okay.
going
Oh,
there.
that's soon.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
early March. I'm actually doing. I got remote rural funding to go out to different areas of South Australia to spread the fringe. So
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
so do
I
you know
didn't
which-
tick the other boxes for the other funding, so I got that one. I got the remote.
Oh, what do you
rural-
mean? Oh, so you're applying for funding, and that's the one thing that you ticked.
Well, I wasn't Indigenous, and
Oh, so you were saying, so you're
I'm a
saying
straight
because
white
you're
man,
from,
so I got
because
I
you're
got that
from
one.
Tasmania.
Yeah, they're like,
Is that why?
Well, no, you just go and do gigs outside of Adelaide.
So you're saying
and
I'm
they
willing
pay you.
to.
I'm happy to travel.
I'm happy
Okay.
to travel.
Feel
to
safe
far
in these
nowhere.
communities, yeah.
By the whole of Adelaide, fucking, or South Australia is fucking awesome. I love doing regional gigs there.
Yeah.
Like I did
Do you
like
know
Robe and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you know the
Beautiful
towns? What they're
I'm
called?
going near Port Augusta, which is like
Okay.
up in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of Australia. And I'm going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks. They got me a
Cove.
We're not in
journalist
the middle
on.
of South Australia.
Yeah.
In the middle
Extra
of,
Cove. Yeah.
and
I've heard of
Aldinga
it.
Beach. I'm doing 2 different
Okay.
venues down around that area.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then do you know are the comedians doing the same thing, or is it just you?
Oh, I'm doing it just by myself.
Yes.
I don't know. I think the one near Port Augusta is called Tickle Belly Hill. That's the venue. I think they've got some.
That sounds
Yeah,
really
it's a
creepy.
they got some other acts on, but I'm not sure about the other
Right.
venues if they do or not.
Mhm.
But being a fringe, I might have like music on or like
Maybe.
stuff that probably suits
Maybe.
their venues. A bit
Have you
better.
done Adelaide Fringe before?
I did a split show last year.
Who with?
Brit Kind, you know Brit.
Oh yes,
from-
yeah, she's great.
Yeah, so we did a split show. So yeah, now doing my solo. So
Good.
yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
Mm.
Now, we always end on this. What is the worst gig
Oh yes.
or biggest bomb you have ever had? And don't say mine or I'll punch you in your fucking face.
Tempting.
You
Like
fucking
say Brett, say
piece
Brett,
of
say
shit.
Brett, say Brett, say
It
Brett.
would be funny. I still don't classify that as a bomb, by the way. I had a bomb the week before.
Oh yeah, this is a good question. What do you think a bomb is? Because I know that everyone has different versions of what a bomb is. For example, I did when I started comedy in Queensland. Chris Martin, you know, not from Coldplay. There's a lovely comedian
not from
there.
Coldplay. He wasn't in the Brisbane
there.
Open mic
He
scene?
wasn't there.
That's
He
weird.
wasn't there. So this lovely comedian in Brisbane called Chris Martin. Really, really funny. Really nice guy. His classification of bomb was 0 laughs at all, not even a giggle,
Oh,
nothing.
then I've never bombed.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's pretty hard to do, 0.
Isn't it? But when he said that, I was like,
I've achieved a lot in my career.
but I thought that
a low
would
bar.
be nice to be like,
that
I
sounds like a
didn't bomb.
guy who bombs a lot and has to
Such a
scale
low
it.
bar.
Low, dude, that's a shittest bar. If you're like the worst on and it's a percentage chunk difference, like 30 to 40% lower, that's a bomb.
So that's what you think. What do you think about Miz? Similar?
Don't know. My tolerance is pretty low. It's hard because I do a lot of open mics, so
Yes, bombs
you don't
everywhere
really.
there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to.
You're bulletproof.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like
Honestly.
it's a win if there's one person there.
Yeah. If there's a crowd there, I'm like, oh, that's not a bomb.
Yeah.
Which it's not my, so it's hard because like it's taking out of your hands a bit when you're turning up. You're like, hopefully there's 10 people here. And then there's 3. You're like, oh, okay, well.
That's workable. That's workable.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely. So I was working in RTO. You know what an RTO is because you would have done it like your dogging license and stuff like that. So I was working at a place. Just like
What's an RTO?
a training, like people who provide training for like people going to the mines or people who are going to like tradies
yeah, that's
and whatnot.
next week. I'll learn that then. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm already excited about this story.
So I was working there on the Sunshine Coast. And I do like first aid courses, dogging, like heavy machinery, working at height, stuff like that. And I was an account manager. So my accounts were like across Queensland.
Okay.
So I was traveling to all these places. I do like one round trip around all these places a year. So I went to like Roma, which is 6 hours from Brisbane west, and another 6 hours to Quilpie. So I thought, well, whilst I'm out there, I may as well do a comedy show.
What? Oh, so you're like, I'll bring, like you brought your little speaker.
I brought my little
from
speaker.
the dinghy.
Brought the dinghy.
Okay, yes.
You bring my yarns as well while I was down
I
it.
saw them twice.
So there was a pub there, or was it just like on
So
site?
actually, Roma's pretty nice, like in terms of it had a big distillery and it was a pretty nice layout, and because a lot of people go there for rural teaching and nursing. So a lot of people from Brisbane anyway, young people. It was a pretty good crowd, to be fair.
Good races there, I've heard. The Roma races. I don't know why. You don't know that?
Sounds
should.
good.
Why?
Sorry, I'm spokesperson for them.
I thought you meant like
dog
races. You're like
races.
I've heard they're all
Racists there.
Races? I thought you meant like races and people. I was like,
No,
there's a beautiful Asian man.
Horse
when you get there.
races.
He's got a jazz
There's horse
flute.
races there.
Horse
That's all I
races.
know. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
I've definitely gambled on it, but I don't know where it is.
and then I went to Quilpie, which is 12 hours from Brisbane.
Which sounds mad.
Fucking hell. That's awful. It's like halfway to Perth. Yep.
Yeah, so I did a gig there. I just set up a speaker in the spotlight.
Like a fucking busker.
Talked to 20 people.
Guys, does anyone want to talk about Jesus? And you walked into a bar unannounced.
I organised. I had like tickets and stuff. The whole
you had a
town. The
ticket
15
thing, okay.
people came out. And-
Whoa.
And to be fair, they weren't that bad at gigs, but pretty crazy experiences. But then on my way back, I went to Gladstone, which is like halfway up Queensland on the
I know
coast.
Gladdy very well.
Yeah, and
Oh, it's awful.
No, I love Gladstone.
I hate it.
I think it's beautiful. You're
It's
wrong.
disgusting.
Anyway.
what's wrong with it? The area or the people?
No, the people are fine. It's just awful.
Yeah,
It
it's
just,
a bit of a weird area.
It's just like it
I like
feels
it.
like the end of the world. It feels like nothing's open, and if all the shops look like if they do open, they're like any second we're about to go bankrupt. Like it's so depressing.
I've always had such a good time there. I got fucking had some good. Anyway.
Well, you sued it. That's
I
why.
went into the
Oh, sorry, Gladstone, for defending you. I've just been attacked by Bron. She hates races and
Love racists, but especially
yeah.
Roma. Oh,
She hates the project and people who of colour.
This has been. This does feel like the end of the pod. Doesn't
Yeah,
it? We're really
for
like
you,
throwing
not
it
for
in.
me.
Okay,
Yeah. I can still keep going.
So how many of these gigs did you do?
So I did Gladstone, which
Yes.
I say when I got to Gladstone, I was like, I'll go. So I did like work all day. About like 4 p.m. I finished. I was like, I'll just go like look around the town, try and get some like local gear to tell at this comedy
clever.
act.
Oh, you'll be getting gear and it goes into a needle into your arm.
Well, there was only one nightclub which was open at 4 p.m. I was like,
See, what's not to love about this place?
I have to go in.
Dude,
I have to go and do this
I
nightclub.
went to a backpackers to drink, and the backpackers was just at a guy's house, And it was a big house, and he converted the back into like a backpackers, and he had a bar, and it was pretty much just so he could just fuck backpackers.
Yeah.
He was like this gypsy guy, and he had drinks, and he's like, yeah, and there's some. I was like, this doesn't seem right. But I got
Yucky.
maggot there, and he had a pool, but it was just his pool. He's like, yeah, it's a backpack. It did not feel like a backpack.
And this is Gladstone.
This is Gladstone.
And you like
It's
it.
such a
Okay.
And I
place.
loved it. I had a great time getting drunk with the Pirate King.
Such a nice place, yeah.
I walked in. So it's like
My
daylight.
bar's very low.
Walk in like down this like corridor, like turn, hear the music going, see like the lights flashing.
4 p.m.
Turn to look at the bar.
Okay.
There's just like four,
Pimples.
because like the boats go in there, like people who
Yeah.
are like working.
I was on there, yeah.
Well, I reckon it would have been like your crowd because there's 4 blokes in high vis around this table and it's a stripper. I didn't say anywhere there's going to be a stripper there at 4 p.m. on like a Thursday.
Oh, wait, so your show's at 4 p.m. at the nightclub, and there's a
No,
stripper.
No,
Yeah,
I just
he's-
went walking around to
Look
like go have a look
around.
at the area. I was like, I can't believe his nightclub's open so early. And it must have been open earlier if they're already set up with a
Yeah, she
workers.
was ready. Yeah, she's
Shift
sweating.
workers, night, just because you might start, you
Yeah.
finish at 5, you want to hit the clubs at 6 a.m.
Oh my God, but there's 4 of them. There's 4 blokes.
It was pretty lit up.
5, there was a stripper there,
There was
mate. Having to respect their people as well.
And so, was she having a nice time?
I didn't ask her. But
Sorry, ma'am. Are you having a nice time? It's 4 p.m. and there's 4 blokes here. What do
Oh,
you
that
think?
sounds
She would be so
awful.
rich. She would be so rich.
Was
All those
she? Did she look
Gladstone
wealthy?
Grubs has given her $300. She made $900 that day for sure.
I don't know the ins and outs of this industry.
Trust me, I do. I've lost
next
a lot
one
of
is.
money there, dude. Why do you think I love Gladstone? Shout out to Chesley. I'll see you soon, sweetheart.
Maxine's.
Maxine's. I know them all. First name basis. There's that guy with the weird stories. Same one.
So did your gig go well in Gladstone?
It's such a long run up, isn't it? So then,
It better have a good payoff, dude.
so then I went to Agnes, next stop Agnes, and this is where the worst gig was. So I'm in
Okay.
Agnes
Okay.
and I actually had friends come up to like support me. So guy, Burham, you've met Burham. He's
Yes.
like a guy on the Sunshine Coast. He's
Love
like,
Burham.
yeah, very like father figure, very
Very
softly
funny.
spoken.
Okay.
So he was
Like
there.
John Peacock? Like that kind of
Pretty
vibe?
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was there, another guy from the sunny coast, and we had a female act who Laura
that's
Rose.
disgusting.
Not on the tables.
You can't.
Not dancing.
Laura Rose. Yes, I know her.
She's in Tassie at the moment.
She's married to a surgeon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So Laura came along, and I was emceeing this gig, and like Agnes is just a lot of like cashed up tradies, and then their partners, just like in their 40s, drunk ladies. Just, I don't know, they picked the comedy to go and have their girls' night out.
Yes.
Yeah,
And like
perfect.
from the get-go, they were being terrible. So
Yeah.
like 30 people there, and they're like 8 of them,
Incredible.
and just like talking, just
How
kept
annoying.
talking.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to MC, and I was like, oh, whatever, like I'll just push through. So I did longer than I should have because I was trying to like get them to be quiet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Taking
like,
some bullets.
yeah, taking some bullets, and then get through my little bit. Burham goes, it was all right. I come back up again, and then they decide to like go get another bottle. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'll keep talking until they're done, so it doesn't disrupt the next act. So
Okay.
like, get through that, still bombing. They like come back, like, oh, what do you want again? Sorry, what do you want? Like keep going back to the bar, and like just keep, I'm like,
You're
oh.
still up there. That's why they're like, we got to keep drinking. This cunt won't get off. You brought another accent. Let's sit back down. Like, I can't listen to Snorzilla anymore. I've got to go get a bottle of wine to get through this.
And during this little period where they're going to drink, a homeless guy like walks off the beach and he just starts walking towards me because it was in like the beer garden. It was like out the front of this
okay.
like beach club sort of thing. This homeless guy walks in off the beach, starts walking towards me.
Right.
And I don't know what he's going to do. So I'm like, he's either going to like punch me or just say something, maybe grab the mic. And he thought I was his cousin. It's probably the best result.
I did not see that coming.
And he's like, John,
Cousin.
John, like, we're cousins. I'm like, oh, I'll come talk to you a second, mate.
Oh, yeah, so you're still on stage. You're
Yeah,
like,
I'm
we're
on stage,
cousins. You're
like, with a mic.
We're not, but we can discuss the
Oh my
family
God, I
tree.
love
And like the
this.
staff aren't coming over. Like no one's like really.
Well,
And
they
I'm
want
like,
you to get off as well.
yeah, they're asleep. And then I was like, oh, just like go over there, mate. I'll come talk to you. Like, yeah, we'll catch up in a second. Like, just try and like, just be like, yeah, we're
Yeah,
cousins. Yeah,
diffuse
just go
this.
over there, and then like, whatever. So anyway, like, diffuse that, get off. Other guy comes on. Then in the break, they're all like, oh, so was that a part of the act? Like all the crowd? Like, so
Oh,
that was
yeah, I
the
love
act.
that.
What? What? I got the local homeless guy, but they all know him. They see him every day at the beach. Like, he lives on the beach. Like, how would I be able to tee that up? Like,
Yeah, mate, do you want to be so
$5
funny?
and you probably could, dude.
Were people laughing though when he was like, "You're my cousin"?
no, they were.
Oh, so
it wasn't even funny. Like, everyone was in shock because they didn't know what was going to happen. And then I'm like, why would I like? Even if I did tee that up, why would that be the payoff? Me just being like, yeah, just wait over there, and I'll just come talk to you in a second. Like,
This is killing,
it was
mate.
not
Lucky
a
we did
joke
this.
at all. It's pretty crazy.
Sorry. Go.
Oh, then Laura came up. So it ended up being her biggest, like, worst gig as well because these
no.
ladies just weren't, like, you know, like just ladies at a certain age and certain level of drinks just don't respect other women.
Yeah,
Especially one of them, Mike, who's trying to hold the room.
yeah. Especially one like younger and probably with a little bit of hope in her eye. They're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna ruin that. Yes.
So
Well,
I'm just
you're alive.
walking past being like, you're not funny, love. Like,
To you?
No, to her. Like when she was on stage. And this is
Oh.
like, Burham is like very like,
Swat.
yeah. And myself and this other guy, John, I'm like, do we say something? Like, what do we do? What do we, like,
They're saying to her, "You're not funny,"
Yeah.
while she's on stage.
yeah. I mean,
trying
it's
to
like
be
walking
funny.
past, going to the bar and just like yelling at her as they like walk
they're
past.
yelling.
And like, he's still going. Like, it was crazy.
But go jump in the ocean with that homeless cunt, you know? Fuck.
And how is she handling it?
Oh, as best as she could.
Yeah,
just like
that's right.
ignoring it and sort of
Just
being like,
ignoring
oh,
it.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for the advice. And like, it's awkward for everyone because the other people were actually pretty nice who were there. They're like trying to listen and like,
Was anyone telling the ladies to shut the fuck
well,
up?
no. I mean, I'm like, do I have to go?
Yeah.
I'm like, do I have to like go and tell
When
these
I realised
people?
you're
was
like,
your
I'm
job.
too nice to go tell some people to fuck. I was
Hang,
like,
you're
shut the
hanging out with your
fuck up.
cousin. Like, I can't. I'm having a family meeting over here. Someone
I'm a
else
bit busy
show
with. So yeah, I flew to
We're
England,
working on our
emailed
trip.
them.
Fuck.
I said to go. I'm so like, guys, you like, oh, it's our night. I'm like, I know it's your night, but like, stop disrupting everyone.
Oh my gosh,
So,
it's
yeah,
so
it was a
annoying.
disaster.
That is a disaster.
I,
That's
up in that
awful.
area, the same area, I bumped into a guy. Like he came out of the bushes. Like I wasn't on doing a show. I think it was like Magnetic Island. This bloke came out of the bushes. He had like 2 dogs. He had like a midriff top on as well. And it was hot as fuck. like he came out of the mangroves or something. And I was like, is this
Wait, the weather was hot, or he was like
both?
Okay,
Temperature.
He was
and
pulling it off.
Dude, did I or did I not say midriff? Are you listening to this story? Double hot. And he came out of the bushes. Me and Cap were riding dirt bikes all day. And then he looked past. So I gave him we had some beers in our bag. So I gave him a beer. And he's like, oh, thanks, boys. Blah, blah, blah. And I was telling this yarn to someone. And they go, oh, that guy, yeah, he's quite, he's quite famous around. Everyone knows him or whatever. But he got in a lot of trouble recently. He slept with another bloke around here, like a guy cheated on his wife with this guy. And I was like, fucking hell, that's a rough get. You know what I mean? Like it's you know what I mean? Like if you're in a straight relationship and then you're gonna convert to a man, maybe not a bloke that just came out of the mangroves with a midriff, but willing and no teeth, so I can see the positives. And I was like, okay. And then I just got wind. I just got a little brief of that bit of that story. Then go on stage, and then I'm doing crowd work, and there's this guy in the suit, and this lady that's all dressed up to the nines. Husband's at the back, and I'm going. I started talking to her, and somehow I'm like, sure, my husband's at the back in this beautiful suit. I say, how do you leaving your beautiful wife here in a ball gown dress? And why is the husband up the back? And everyone's like, goes silent. And she's chipping in. She's like, well, because he cheated on me. And I was like, oh my, how would you? And I said, I'm so sorry. That's all. I didn't want to go into anymore. She goes, yeah, with a man. And I went, oh, dude, are you that guy that got sucked off by that homeless guy? And everyone's like, bro. And I was like, fucking hell. He came out of the mangroves with a midriff. And he's like red-faced, just left, and I was like, "Oh, I am so sorry. I just got so excited and distracted. I wanted to get to the bottom. It wasn't for the audience
my
laugh; it was for my
God.
own ending, you know." And
It's
I was like,
so
"Dude,
funny.
man, Slim Bigots and Magnetic Island." Anyway, we've got to leave you there. But Kyle, where can people see your show?
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm doing Adelaide Fringe. So first week of March, Adelaide. next week, see where I'm traveling. Then I'm doing Melbourne Comedy Fest. So
The whole month?
I am actually,
Great.
yeah. So I'm doing
Which
2
room?
weeks in Speakeasy in CBD.
Nice.
And then the Wolfhound in Fitzroy the second 2
great.
weeks.
Yeah, double shows, baby.
You may as well. You live here. You may as well do the whole month.
Exactly,
If you said
yeah,
you were
yeah.
doing less, I would have lost all respect for
Oh,
you.
I'm so glad I didn't then.
She had no respect for you before she came in. So
It's pretty hard to lose more. Give up on your dreams.
give up what you do.
But 2 more shows.
Make sure you follow Kyle, the WizKid69 on Instagram or whatever he's
Kyle
saying.
Wizza,
Wizza.
right?
That's it.
On Instagram and all the social media. And guys, you know, on the Patreon, we're wrapping up in a couple of weeks. So make sure you jump on board, download the all episodes. We're going to leave them up for a couple of months so you can smash them. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much for
Thanks,
joining us.
mates.
Me and Bron are touring Australia-wide. Also, we have our live shows coming up in
Yes.
Melbourne. So make sure you grab tickets to that. We'll see you guys soon. Bye!
Thanks, Kyle.